Have you ever finished an anime and thought to yourself, what the fuck did I just watch? Feeling like your mind and soul have been mentally obliterated from existence, or just in pure disgust of how trash a show is after finishing it? Don't feel bad, we've all had these thoughts, whether for good reasons or bad, and today's video will be me listing the worst or craziest shows that made me go, what the fuck did I just watch after watching it? This list will be in no order, by the way. First on this list will be Fruits of Gracia, or Grazia, or Graze, I don't even know, whatever. Now, this show is giving harem love story with cute girls from high school vibes just from the cover art alone. So initially, judging the book by its cover, quite literally, I went in expecting a love triangle, pentagon, or something, whatever shape you want the love drama to be. But boy, was I wrong. This show starts out centering around a guy named Yuji Kazumi being transferred into this school called Mihama Academy. All he wants to do is live out an ordinary high school life in peace. I mean, who wouldn't want that? Happiness and good memories is what makes looking back into the past so nostalgic in the first place. Now, we all know if there's people with good memories, there's also bound to be people with bad memories, aka trauma. And no, we're not talking about the type of trauma your ex-girlfriend gave you last year after breaking up with you. Now, this show tends to introduce its female leads in a harem-like style, but when I tell you these girls have some of the most unsettling backstories I've ever seen in anime history. After watching this show, after witnessing the scenes, specifically that forest scene, if you know, you know. Yeah, I was traumatized for life. This show definitely had me sitting in silence going, what the fuck did I just watch after some episodes? I highly recommend you guys watch this show just because it's a good overall watch. Second on this list has to be the show that I will never forget even if I wanted to, which is called School Days. Now hear me out, I actually have a hot take about this show. School Days is actually a good show. Now, before you burn me at the stake with the witch trials, when I say this, I don't mean narratively speaking. I mean in the sense of it manages to be so bad while being entertaining at the same time. It's kind of like how some people who tell jokes are bad at making jokes, but them being them, still making the bad joke they're telling actually funny. Now, you can love it or hate it, but I genuinely believe this show did a good job at being absolutely terrible. That sounds bad, at least on paper, but if you know ball, you know ball. It honestly did a good job at making me dislike the main character with every fiber of my being. This show revolves around our MC named Makoto Ito. Essentially, he's the president, CEO, and founder of Fuckboy Nation, going around collecting women like Pokemon and giving no fucks about any consequences or any feelings in between. Just think of that one DMX song where he named all those girls. Yeah. Now, Makoto has a crush on and is obsessed with this shy girl named Kotonoha in his class. One of his classmates, Sakai, notices this and goes into full "I'll root for your love life" mode. Now, we all know when we see that early on, that's usually a bad sign. Eventually, they all end up adopting this toxic relationship dynamic together. This all happening while bro is still going on side quests, speedrunning his Gotta Catch 'Em All tour. I believe the true beauty in this bad show comes from the triggers that lead to the breaking of certain characters that made me go, what the fuck am I watching? Showcasing a very unconventional approach of how far people will go for love, while also emphasizing on how love is sweet but can also be a very, very dangerous thing. Now, for the last shows that made me go, what the fuck am I watching? It would be Higurashi When They Cry and Takopi's Original Sin. Now, Higurashi has to be one of the most unsettling atmospheric psychological shows that I've ever watched in my life. Like, anytime I hear cicadas, I get goosebumps, and the way that they use them in this show, it just creeped me out so fucking much. This show makes you question reality and so many other things at once. This one is a slow burn that revolves around our MC named Keiichi-kun, who started attending school in this small remote village. Throughout this village, he gets introduced to various characters in a slice of life manner. First episode, at least all the way to episode 6, had me so confused, but in a good way, questioning what I was watching. I'm being extremely vague here because this show is one of the shows that you have to blind watch, especially since there is multiple seasons. Takopi's Original Sin, on the other hand, is another one of those shows that I can't say too much about without spoiling, and I do believe you should go into the show extremely blind as well. But I will say, out of all the shows, this is probably the shortest but best on this list. Episode 1 just had me questioning humanity itself, like, what the fuck did I just watch and get into moment. But if you've seen these shows, do you also agree that these shows made you go, what the fuck am I watching? Comment down below what video idea I should do next, and take care.